Michelle Ryder from The Circle Season 3, and you're watching The Michael Finkley Show.
On an all-new Michael Finkley Show,
these two individuals are following their dreams in 2022.
Rapper, songwriter J Money and entrepreneur Kairi Roberson. Next.
If I can make it through the night, just to see a brighter side, 'cause I've been working all my life just to make.
Welcome to the Michael Finkley Show. Thanks for joining us today. Y'all, I hope that you all had a great and spectacular weekend and you got things done, you got things situated, you got things lined up for this week and for your future as well. Yes, I'm talking about achieving your goals, achieving your ultimate desire of what that looks like for you as you define personal success. Now, I always say to myself, you know, as I look on the Michael Finkley Show behind me and I look at all the guests that I have interviewed, and when people say to me now, how are you, Finkley? And I can finally say with understanding, I'm living in my dream. This has always been my dream. I've been sitting on this for years. Ask my sisters, I promise you. And now to see it fulfilled in its glory and what that looks like, you know, we take each season to the next level. And so now that we're living in it, you can't tell me, you cannot tell me, anyone, no one can tell me that God isn't real. That's number one. And also too, that I can achieve anything. I can achieve anything. You can achieve anything. You just have to put in the work. You have to be consistent with it. You have to build the framework, the foundation. You can achieve anything you want to do. So why not start in 2022? And that's what our guests are doing today. J Money, rapper, J Money and songwriter. And also we have Kairi Roberson with us, entrepreneur, and they are doing the thing. They are living out their dreams in 2022. So y'all, if they can do it, you can do it as well. And before we go to commercial break, I really wanted to talk about this. And this really hit home for me when I heard about Regina King's son, Ian, and 26 years old and allegedly, not confirmed by the family or anything, but allegedly through suicide. Y'all, please check on your strong friends. When I heard this story, I thought about myself because we don't talk about it as a community. We don't talk about it as a Black community enough. Many times throughout the years, I've thought about committing suicide myself. Just driving one day, and I always said to myself, well, not always, but when I was feeling down or out, and I'm like, if I just run through the street and it all, would anyone care? But I never had the guts to do it. I never had the longevity of just saying I'm going to do it or doing the act in itself. But it has come across my mind. And for many of you, probably the same thing, but we never lived it out, knowing that we have something bigger and better. So definitely, if you have those thoughts or know someone that has those thoughts, share the information that is across the stream right now. Call the hotline number and get help. Definitely get help. There's help out there for you, and there's no shame in it. It's all about professional growth. It's all about self-care for yourself. So don't you down yourself. And definitely a prayer for Regina King and her family during this time. Let's just do it right now. Father God, in the name of Jesus, we thank you for this day. We thank you for the many blessings you bestowed upon us, God. God, right now, we ask a special prayer for Regina and her family during this time. God, be with them, strengthen them. Only what you can do, and realizing that, telling them that only time can heal, only that, glory to God, that you can heal this pain, this wound that they're missing in their life. In Jesus' name we do pray, kind of in your name, we say amen, and we'll be right back.
Next, we have Kairi Roberson with us. Don't you go away.
It's Arisha Connor, all the way from Los Angeles, California, and you're listening to The Michael Finkley Show.
On the next Michael Finkley. In the US alone, there are over 3 million cases of persons suffering from the learning disability dyslexia. Our expert today tells us why.
Winifred A. Winston is with us to discuss the effects of dyslexia. Friday.
Looking for a mentoring program for your young male between the age of 6 and 18 in Columbia, South Carolina? Well, look no further. Big Homie, Lil Homie Mentoring Program is the program for you.
Under the leadership of Mr. Jamal Stroud, Big Homie Lil Homie is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that caters and mentors at-risk youth that come from single-parent homes. The organization caters to young males between the ages of 6 and 18 within the greater Columbia area. The organization is devoted to shaping and molding their life into great men of society. Big Homie Lil Homie organizes male gatherings, discussions, and even educational assistance devoted to guiding and leading them into a positive light. Making a positive attitude will help in transforming their life regardless of what is experienced in life. For more information on Big Homie Lil Homie Mentoring Program, visit our social media outlets, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Everybody, welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. Now, y'all, my next guest, now listen to this, okay? He is the president and CEO of the following. Now, dealing with basketball. Listen, y'all, listen. The Chicago Hornets, the Chicago Eagles, the Lake City Lions. Y'all, he's none other than Kairi Roberson. Kairi, thank you for being with us today.
How you guys doing today?
We're so excited to have you, sir, and I must tell this story again. And like I said, you're doing some incredible things. You're making some awesome moves, and you're encouraging, you're inspiring, and you're uplifting and paying it forward for others. So please continue, my friend. Please continue.
Okay. I mean, you said Mike, I swear you're so funny, bro. You was watching your interviews, bro. You are very funny, bro. Go ahead, Mike.
Oh, well, we need you, sir. We need you.
Okay.
So, and let's go back, right? Let's go
Okay.
back. So, growing up in Chicago, right?
Mhm.
Hard times, we all have a story, right? Our chapter 1s make our chapter 2s, and so forth and so forth. How did your chapter 1, right, get you to almost chapter 30? What experiences did you
Well,
have?
I mean, Mike. To be honest, like, I'm the oldest out of everybody. You know, I got like 5 sisters, 3 brothers. I'll be 30 this year, so you know, I had a lot of shoes. I had a lot of making up to do. I had a lot of inspiring to do, like you said. I didn't have too much of an inspiration. My dad, he left me when I was 13. He had 4 of my sisters by that time, and my 5th sister, she was a baby. So you know, they left from Chicago to Arizona, and you know, I was without a dad. Even when he was here, I didn't really have him. He was coming to get me every now and then, you know, to meet my sisters or whatever, my stepmom. Everything was family oriented, but as far as like financial wise and, you know, mental wise, he wasn't really worth it as far as really helping my mom out, which only had 2 boys. She raised me and my brother, and you know, it was crazy just watching her raise us, because like I said, she taught us respect. She can't teach us how to be a man. No woman can teach a young blood how to be a man. You know, you can only teach yourself. And, you know, unfortunately, if you don't have those role models in front of you to do so, or to give you different variations of being a leader or a positive person in somebody's life, it's over with. That's how we get these guys in the streets, this and that and third. So, you know, I went with the respect. I molded myself, and I entitled it to my brother also. You know, it was tough raising him a little bit, but like, you know, he's book smart. Elijah Hammond, he's very book smart. He's a photographer. He does what he do. He's doing photography for the Bears a little bit now. So, you know, a lot of things that we did together has transpired. You know, we had family problems, of course. When my mom grew up, she raised me and my brother. It was only me and him. You know, she had 2 jobs, went to college, you know, finished off, had a degree and everything. And she did as much as she could possible. You know, after I turned 19, I ended up having a child. And, you know, of course, I was in the teens thought, you know, I'm a grown man now, this and that, third. And, you know, I had to think back like, man, my mom really had it wrong. Like, she really had it raw like that. Like, so I just like, you know, I got to come up with a business. I got to come up with something that's going to inherit us into a wealthy life. And I started inheriting in basketball. I started off with football first, but basketball was there. And basketball saved my life, honestly. Like, I started hooping, I started training more. I was a late bloomer. Like, I didn't start playing basketball until I was about 14 years old. Everybody else, the Garrett Jones, James Farr, Clark Rosenbergs, all from Chicago. They're all overseas, you know, and I was the only person that didn't know how to play basketball like that. Played basketball, trained for years, and I got better, a lot better. I went to Arizona for training for a couple of times, man, and, you know, boom, just 2020, I was 28. Was like, you know what? I'm gonna build a couple teams. You know, that's what I'm gonna do. A lot of people like to mess with me in basketball. They feel like I'm decent. You know, I'm more average than a regular basketball player. Let me see how many people I can round up. I end up getting the gym, and I paid for it, and I end up having people coming to the gym. I had the number 2. He was number 2 or number 3 in the city. His name is Christian Mees. He's my brother in business of Chicago Hornets. He came through. He showed everybody what his professional skills can do, and they went up from there, Mike. Like, you know, it's been a blessing ever since. Like one of my sponsors, one of my guys, his name is Patrick Young. I just met him. He's sponsoring the Imperial Brotherhood and Basketball Association. That's what the name is, Imperial Brotherhood and Basketball Association. It's not just about basketball. It's about a brotherhood, building that bond, building a family, building something that you didn't have before. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I'm trying to do, Mike. That's
amazing. Whoa. And you can tell that you're passionate about it, the way you speak upon it, because you get even brighter. You're speaking. Let's go back. You said that basketball saved your life. You hear this so many different things about other concepts, but this is my first time hearing ever that basketball saved someone's life. How was that possible for you?
Well, you know, growing up on the South Side, I got family over east, and I grew up on the North Side also, which is in Evanston. It's right, really, like north of Chicago. Like, you know, I grew up in some of the trenches, and, you know, even in some of the suburban places, and, you know, the mix of that, you like, man, you don't like you feel me? So it was like me growing up over there was tough. Like, it was really tough, bro. Like, I just didn't know like how I was going to get past these statistics that they was giving us as Black men, you know, such as myself, you know, walking around paying second, this and that, third. I had a lot of that around me. And, you know, some of my family was like that, but they were really very talented. So, you know, when you see me with them, you're probably thinking like, oh, he with them, he a thug too. But the whole time, I'm a basketball player, I'm an artist. Like, and they just watching out for me, making sure I'm not in trouble, you know? So it was kind of hard having that stigma. And sometimes I fought a lot too, because people were disrespectful, you know? So, you know, I'm not a troublemaker, but I just don't like trouble, but I do protect myself and my family. I'm a small guy, but I got hella family to look after. So, you know, it was trouble after trouble after trouble, you know? And I just didn't. So when I started playing basketball, and I started playing sports, period. I liked the football. Track was cool. My mom was passionate about me doing track because I'm a very fast person. But I'm just like, basketball though, something's about basketball. I wasn't good at all either. I wasn't that good. I was okay. I wasn't that good. Got better. I started training. I was just like, this is what I want to do. It took me out of the streets. I didn't. If I'm leaving the house, I'm going to the gym. I'm going to work. I'm not going outside to go kick with the guys. I'm not going to the store and going to their house and we about to go smoke or whatever the case might be. You know, I wasn't doing that. You know, basketball was like, oh, you got practice. Oh, you got training. Oh, you got a game today. Oh, you want to get better? You need to go in the gym and do it yourself. Like, anybody else gonna do it for you type situation. Like, after that, Mike, like, it just showed more positivity, and then it changes your surrounding of people. It changes it all the way around. There is no, after that, like, it's like a level. It's levels, and basketball has no, it just goes up. It doesn't go down. Like, I don't know. So, you know, it's just, you know, after basketball, nothing else mattered. As long as my family was okay and the people that I love, as long as I wasn't on the street, you know, as long as I didn't worry them and I was playing basketball, when people see me today, yeah, that's Kairi play basketball from Chicago.
And that's the discipline of it all. It's the way you're describing of yourself when it comes to this game, right? But it's more than a game to you. I was watching one of your lives and on Facebook, and you said that you are married.
Yeah.
You are married to this.
Yeah, I'm married to the game.
Right?
I'm married to the game forever.
And it shows.
Yeah.
It definitely shows, especially through the different teams that you have developed in yourself. What type of successes have you seen? We named the teams earlier that you are president and CEO of. What type of successes have you seen thus far since their development?
Well, I've been in the game for 2 years. Going, this is my second year now, and I've inherited about 4 coaches. I've inherited a couple. Yeah, I've inherited a couple of sponsors, people that want to give money to us just because they like what we're doing. I got parents and guardians that want to give stuff, donate stuff to us because we in the gym and we're taking these kids and doing things with them. We're about to build an AAU team. I'm about to have my own league. That's what I'm working on. And like I said, shout out to Patrick Young. Like. And I just added another team called Imperial Knights. So now I have 4 teams. I'll have my LLC probably by the end of this month, by the grace of God, if not in February. And it's up there after that. Like, I just really want to make sure this is my way of giving back what I didn't have, and that's support and love, pretty much.
Wow. And I love the way we talked about earlier as well. Not only have you started these leagues, but you are in the process of grouping basketball and brotherhood together. What type of response do you want to see from these 2 collaborations?
Well, I want to see more chemistry, more authenticity, more transparency, more like, I need help too, so, you got the resources, and which I do now, so I'm just trying to make sure that everybody's good. Like, I don't want to see nobody down. I want to make sure that, you're happy. If this is what you want to do, it's not, okay, let me see if I can help you do what you want to do. I'm not a millionaire yet. I want to be. I'm not nowhere near, but I'm trying my best. I'm putting my energy into what I want to do, what I love to do. And I feel like if anybody else around me wants to do something and they're not close to doing it, all I think they should do is just think through it. Just know that you want to do it. This is what you want to do. If you say no to yourself, then guess what? It's going to be a no. But if you say, I don't know, guess what? You're going to kind of go, I don't know. But if you say, yes, I'm going to do it, you're going to give more than 100% towards what your goal is. And that's what I want everybody to have. That's the type of intentions I want everybody to have on their life. Go for it. Don't second guess yourself. It don't matter what he say, she say, him say. They not you. You got the skill to do what you want to do, not them. So that's how I feel.
I love it, sir. Oh my gosh, you know how many lives you're going to touch? You already touched so many, but how many more you're going to touch? Because it's more than just teaching the fundamentals of the game. You're trying to teach life. You're trying to teach brotherhood, other concepts that will assist in them playing better. That's what you're going to do. That's what you're doing. And you're going to get better at it as time goes on. So I'm excited for the future for you. I really am. So let's reflect, right? Let's reflect on maybe 10 years. The 10-year challenge is going on now. What would you tell your 19-year-old self now and the things that you learned in these 10 years?
If I would tell my 19-year-old self to get more focused, for sure. Get more focused. You know what you want to do. Follow your heart. Because I had a lot of people close to me that were doubting me for a very long time. A very long time. Even to this day, people that love me, but they had to change their heart because I changed their heart.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? I believed in what I wanted to do. So I did it. And I'm doing it. So now they're looking at me like, damn. I'm going to go ahead and do what I want to do because you're doing it too.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. If we were to see those words back then, imagine where we would be present day, right? But everything has a reason.
Exactly.
Season, we had to go through those things, experience teachers of life, right?
Exactly.
We had to go through those things to get to where we are today. And I love it for you, sir. I really do. How can they find you on social media and how can they learn more about your awesome organization?
Just follow me, Kairi Roberson, Kairi Roberson on Facebook. On Instagram is Irvin Kairi number 11, something like that. I can pin it. It doesn't matter. But if you go on my Facebook, you'll see that Instagram is connected to there too. I have different pages for the Lake City Lions, the Chicago Hornets, and the Chicago Eagles. I'm gonna be making one for the Imperial Knights soon, and the Brotherhood itself. I'll be making a whole page for a website for them very soon. So if you guys want to follow me out there, just go ahead. Like I said, Kairi Roberson at Facebook.
All right, you heard it here, y'all. Kairi, y'all. He is Kairi. Thank you for being with us and telling us your experiences, your story in your words. Thank you so much.
I appreciate that, Mike.
You're very welcome. Don't go away, y'all. Back in a moment.
Coming up, we have J Money with us. So don't you go away. Back in a moment.
Hey, Hey, what's going on? It's the multi-award winning recording artist, etc. And you're watching the Michael Finkley Show.
All you ever wanted was a good dude. All I ever...
Keeping your skin flawless and clean is important, and I have the products just for you.
Welcome to Mimi's Natural Pantry, where she specializes in homemade handcrafts, including lye and goat milk soaps, body butters, and sugar scrubs. All items are handmade products. All items have simple ingredients and are vegan friendly. In a world where you can barely pronounce many of the ingredients in your everyday products, Mimi's Back to Nature offers an alternative choice for those who are ready to get back into nature. Ready to order? Visit their website at mimisnaturalpantry.com. All orders over $50 have free shipping up to 25 pounds.
Welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. Now, my next guest, I know this guest personally because we actually went to school, college together, and he is just blowing up in the music scene like no other. It's up and coming artist J Money. Jay, thanks for being with us today.
I appreciate you for having me on, man. Thank you.
You're very welcome. And like I said, we've known each other for a long period of time, years upon decades, and you have now ventured into this new music industry of yours and your own talent. But before we get into all your success you've seen thus far in such a short period of time, what does music really mean to you? Because many people define it differently. What does music mean to you?
Well, a few things, Michael. A few reasons why I got into making music is because, one, I want my music to get heard and I want it to get recognized. You know, people out here, it's different genres of music, it's different artists that make music, but for me in general, people can relate to actually what I put out, because for one, it's either something that I've been through in my life or something that I'm going through, where, you know, I write lyrics to a certain song and I rap and I just send it out. So for me, I think one of the biggest things is I'm trying to build my brand and build my awareness as far as getting my music out to as many people as possible. Yeah. And I think the other reason why I got into it is because I feel like I can express myself and influence others in a better way by what I rap about. And that's it. That's exactly what I've been doing.
Gotcha. And what are some of the things that you do rap about? I listen to a lot of your stuff and it's upbeat, it's positive, it has a message. What are some of the things that you rap about?
Well, I think a few of my deepest songs is I made one song called Heartbroken, and I made that song based off of my wife. The whole song, if you listen to that song, you got to listen to the lyrics, and that whole song is based off of her and based off of what I went through when I was with her in the hospital and stuff back. This was almost 5 years back, but it's crazy because when I was writing the lyrics to that song, I got emotional though. You know, I got emotional, and it was hard for me to actually finish writing the lyrics to that certain song, because I was like, I'm actually really writing lyrics to what I went through. And then, you know, one of my producers, he sent me a beat, and right off top, man, that was the beat that went perfect to that song. So that's one of my deepest songs. I feel like that's probably, I'll put that song in my top 3 for sure.
Yeah. Wow. And so let's talk about your late wife. You lost her a few years ago. How does the memory of her encourage you to continue with this newfound industry of music?
Well, I know for one thing, Michael, I know that she's always looking down, you know, and she would be extremely proud of my accomplishments so far with this music, man. Like it's just hard to believe at times where, you know, I remember when I first started making music to where I'm at right now. Like she's my main influencer is my wife. Like seriously, I wouldn't put that past anybody. You know what I mean? Like she keeps pushing me, and I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna look back. So I just appreciate what I went through at the time. I know it was a sad situation, but I appreciate what I went through at the time to get me where I'm at right now with this music, for sure. And another thing is people, they're gonna doubt me. I know that, but one thing I don't allow people to do is tell me that I can't do something. Right. I don't like hearing those words at all.
Right. I think it's fuel, Jay. I think it's fuel for us when people say that we can't, and we know that we can. We just prove to ourselves even more, I got this. And
Exactly.
that also shows that we're doing something right.
Yep. That's exactly what it means. So
We are definitely doing something right.
and I know, Mike, I made another song about it's actually probably my second deepest song that I made. But I made this song. It's called Life's a Struggle.
Mm-hmm.
And in that song alone, I talked about stuff that I haven't even told anybody else about, though. Because I want that song to, the message I was trying to get across is people, they make mistakes. They're gonna mess up in life. And that song right there, man, it was, I want you to check that song out too, because I mentioned 2 or 3 things that I've never told anybody about, but I turned it into a song that people can relate to.
Wow. And again, what's the name of the song?
Life's a Struggle.
Life's a Struggle. We definitely have to look out for that one. Definitely. And again, because I feel with your message that you have within your songs, I truly believe that we're encouraged by one another's testimonies, right? And we have to make ourselves better each and every day, especially with what we went through in this world thus far, these past 2 years with COVID-19 and this new strand that's out as well. We have to continuously, daily make ourselves better. And that's what you're doing again with this awesome music that you are producing and making and sharing with the world. You're sharing your story with the world. What are some of the things, you have got a lot of offers as well from different companies and production companies, all this. Is it still blowing your mind?
It really is. It really is. I know. I think the biggest thing for me is Atlantic Records. They got in touch with me back in August, and Chris Jones, he's the vice president of the whole record label. He reached out to me via email, and he said they liked my music. They thought it was unique, and they feel like I can bring a lot of business to that record label. So they offered me marketing, publishing, and a distribution deal for 2 years with them.
Whoa. So are you still shopping around, or are you dead tied to now a label?
I'm locked in to that label for sure. I just did my background check a few weeks back. So as soon as I hear back from them, the last thing I got to do is actually set up and pick and choose and set up my meeting date with them. And they're going to fly me out to New York so I can sign my initial contract with them.
Sir. Oh my gosh. Sir. Congratulations. Congratulations. Wow. That's major. That is major. And again, when somebody sees your talent, again, and somebody really gets what you're trying to do, you are now in the realm of what you call success, right? Because success is defined differently for every one of us. So what's next? You're assigned to a label, you're still making music. What's next for you?
I know the biggest thing for me is I would love to get a chance to travel more, like go on vacations more often and stuff, get back to my community, give back to my parents, because they're the ones, I wouldn't even be here today if it wasn't for them. But yeah, so I got a list of things on my agenda that I need to get done, man, that I want to get done for sure.
I got you. So once we get that pen to that paper, sign that contract, things start happening, you're going to blow up. You're going to start traveling more. You're going to start doing things for your community. You're going to start doing things for your family and also for yourself as well. So I've always been told that, we dream a dream, right? What is the next biggest dream? What else do you want to pursue in life? You have music on lock. That's number one. That's on lock, Jay. What is the next thing that you're looking to pursue in life?
Oh, man, that's a tough question right there, man. I don't know. I would have to say just being financially stable. That's my next biggest thing. I don't want to have to worry about, living from paycheck to paycheck or any of that. I just want to be able to live my life comfortably and not have to worry about any of that stuff.
Gotcha. It's going to happen sooner than you think, sir. Sooner than you think. How can our viewers, our listening viewers, our person that are watching us on YouTube or other platforms, how can they listen to J Money? Where can they listen? Where can they stream your music?
Well, if they go on to my Instagram, then make sure they follow me. My Instagram is 1803_J Money, and follow me on there. In my bio, I have a Linktree account to where it has my Spotify, my SoundCloud, my Apple Music, and my YouTube links all in that Linktree. All they got to do is click on it, and it'll take them straight to my artist pages.
All right. Y'all heard it here. And also, too, your information is in the description below as well. So you won't have too far to look. So thank you so much, Jay Money, for being with us. Y'all, he's about to blow up, y'all. You see the sign? He signed a contract, y'all. He's going to blow up in a lot of ways. So, y'all, pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. Thank you, Jay, for being with us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, Michael.
You're very welcome. Very welcome. Y'all, don't you go away. Back in a moment.
Hey, how you doing? This is actor Keith Brown, and you're watching The Michael Finkley Show.
School districts, organizations, nonprofits, are you in search of a new promotional products company?
Seegers Promotional Products is a Black-owned national company with over 780,000 products to choose from. Compared to other promotional products companies, they have the lowest prices in the industry. From pens, bags, shirts, they got you covered. They always remember that you are the customer and you come first. They always promise fast production and also fast delivery. With Seegers Promotional Products Company, you truly have the best. Check out their website at seegerspromotions.com and also on Facebook and LinkedIn.
And tell them Finkley sent you.
Man, it's the time that you gotta start letting people go who just wasting your time. We gotta start being for ourselves first. And I had a big problem with this. So when I, operate, I always like to help people. And it was a time where I was putting everybody first. Everybody first was coming before me. And I started to notice that my energy was just draining because I'm never putting me first. When this person come around, I'm putting them first. Even when I didn't want to, I'm putting them first. Next thing you know, I'm sitting here thinking to myself like, man, I'm feeling I don't really want to do this. But doing that put myself in situations that made me uncomfortable with myself. Then I had to realize that I had to start putting myself first. When I started putting myself first, then I became happier because I was like, nah, I don't have to do that for the approval of you. So once I changed that, I had to realize that putting myself first was the answer to most of my problems. As long as I put myself first, there's nothing wrong with helping people. I love helping people. But you have to put yourself first sometimes because you can't help nobody if you can't help yourself. Same thing with love, same thing with business, same thing with anything. You can't do nothing if you don't give it to yourself first. You can't love nobody else if you don't love yourself first. So remember, when you out here living, it's always good to help people. But help yourself first so you can get enough strength of yourself to help somebody else. You gotta operate like that all the time because you're gonna be around people who's going to not help you back and they're going to drain your energy. And next thing you know, you don't even have no energy for yourself. So remember to put yourself first all the time. And it's okay to help people after you put yourself first.
Yo, this your boy Ernest Miller, aka Excalibur, owner of Train So University, also Shop Talk and the Mill Experience. You are now watching the Michael Finkley Show. Check him out.
On the next Michael Finkley. In the U.S. alone, there are over 3 million cases of persons suffering from the learning disability dyslexia. Our expert today tells us why.
Winifred A. Winston is with us to discuss the effects of dyslexia. Friday.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. I hope that you learned something from our guest today. Thank you so much, J Money. Thank you, Kairi, for being with us and just telling us your stories in your own words. We really appreciate you. Y'all, if you have not already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Michael Finkley Show. Ring the bell for notification. We'll see an email saying, hey, new content's uploaded. Please listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And for more information about what we do here on the show, visit our website, michaelfinkley.show.com. Also, too, our brand new home. We're still so excited. Please visit YOU42, U42.com. And again, you can watch exclusive stuff from the Michael Finkley Show as well. Thank you so much again for supporting supporting us. Thank you so much for watching, for sharing, for subscribing. We love you all right here on the Michael Finkley Show. And until next time, y'all have a good one.